Delta, our favorite US carrier and America's #1 airline. We featured them on the channel plenty of times before, and today we'll be doing it again. However, instead of flying in Delta One on the 767-400, we'll take things up a notch by flying in the true Delta One suites. Hi guys, it's Chris Patel from Aviation with Chris, and today we'll be flying with Delta Airlines in their Delta One Suites business class from New York's JFK to Paris Charles de Gaulle aboard the Airlines A330-900NEO. Delta uses Terminal 4 at New York's John F. Kennedy Airport, where Delta One and Virgin Atlantic upper-class passengers can use a dedicated and exclusive Delta One check-in area to check in for the flight. You'll step inside a modern space with plants and artwork. There's also some comfortable lounge seating and a table offering snacks and beverages. How nice is it to enjoy flavored water and a cookie while checking in? The queue was quite empty, and soon I found myself at the dedicated Delta One security checkpoint. The dedicated Delta One security checkpoint is exclusively for Delta One and Virgin Atlantic upper-class passengers, and it takes you straight to the new Delta One lounge. I was through check-in and security in literally less than 10 minutes. The Delta One lounge at JFK is located in T4 right between the A and B gates. For years, Delta has built up the Delta One brand on board. However, there was one area where it was always lacking. Previously in New York, and still the case at most airports, Delta provides their Delta One passengers with access to the less premium Delta Sky Club. It would be like United directing their Polaris passengers to the United Club instead of the Polaris Lounge, and American the Admirals Club instead of the Flagship Lounge. But anyways, these Delta One lounges are accessible to Delta One passengers as well as business class travelers on Virgin Atlantic, KLM, LATAM, Korean Air, and Air France, all of which are Delta's core SkyTeam partners. In addition, 360 Medallion members can also get in. Right outside the lounge was a gentleman who looked at people's boarding passes and directed them into the lounge. You'll also be given a card explaining the lounge's amenities. There are also tablets and iPads throughout the lounge where you can book a reservation to use any of them. The main seating area is located directly past the entrance and is split into two sections. To the right are some comfortable seating options with many chairs that swivel adjacent to the bar, and to the left is the fireplace lounge. The seating adopts a very modern and exclusive ambiance with several touches of brown, gold, white, and brass colors. The bar is incredibly stunning and gorgeous, and you can order a variety of alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages before your flight. Cheers, guys. I have a Smell the Roses mocktail here. It's a signature beverage here at the Delta One Lounge, so we're going to try and give it an honest rating. Pretty good. I then made my way to the fireplace lounge, which features a fake fireplace as well as stunning decor on the shelves. The furniture features throw pillows from Delta's high-end partner Missoni. The brasserie is located adjacent to the main seating area, and it kind of feels like a trendy restaurant in a Manhattan skyscraper rather than an airport lounge at JFK. The space feels incredibly modern, and it's a great spot to enjoy a 3-course meal. I only had the soup, however, to save room for the food on board. If you don't have enough time to enjoy a full meal before your flight, there's also a market and bakery buffet selection. There's loads of savory options and sweet treats, all of which are locally inspired. There's loads of high-end cafeteria-style seating options with many seating variants to choose from. You've got plenty of table space, and in the back is a selection of drinks. Of course, the drink selection includes Starbucks coffee. If you're looking to get some work done before your flight, there's this triangular workstation tucked away into this corner away from the buffet. You'll find a work table with charging outlets as well as some phone booths. Throughout the lounge are these self-serve beverage carts, where a variety of beverages are available, including wines, champagne, and water. Note that most of the drinks in the lounge are available complimentary, except for some of the high-end wines. Similar to the A-Gate Sky Club, the Delta One Lounge has got this year-round indoor terrace overlooking Terminal 4's gates. It's kinda got this garden jungle vibe with several botanical plants as well as high-end Missoni furniture. Making your way deeper into the oasis is the Serenity Lounge and Rejuvenation Bar. Above the comfortable seating space is some dim lighting, which is meant to help reduce jet lag. The Rejuvenation Bar offers a selection of several healthy juices, all of which are available on tap. Available on a first-come and first-served basis are 8 shower suites here in the Delta One Lounge. They have blue tiling on the walls, as well as white countertops. Provided in the shower suite are Grown Alchemist skincare products, several towels, as well as a pair of Delta branded slippers that you get on board. I was satisfied with the water temperature and pressure, and this turned out to be a pretty relaxing shower. There's also a shoe shining facility, and you can have your clothes ironed before that important meeting while you're showering. You can also relax by enjoying one of the zero-gravity massage chairs or a complimentary spa treatment before your flight. This is a really exotic feature that I have not yet seen in any other US airport lounge. Throughout the space are numerous works of art, all of which are locally inspired, and it kind of makes the space kind of feel very elegant and beautiful. The relaxation lounge is also located right past the spa facility. When it's time to leave, you can take the elevator down to the main level of Terminal 4. On the level beneath the main lounge area is this stunning art piece that's very travel-inspired. If you're a connecting or arriving passenger, you can enter this lounge from the second level. Every 15 minutes or so, Delta will offer transits from the Delta 1 lounge to the A-Gate Sky Club on a golf cart to make it easier for you to board your plane. I did not take advantage of that service, however. Delta 1 passengers receive Sky Priority boarding in Zone 1 of 8, however I boarded in Zone 6. November 401 Delta Zebra will be my ride to Paris Charles de Gaulle this evening. It's a stunning A330-900NEO that arrived from Rome earlier this afternoon. Welcome on board Delta's Airbus A330-900NEO, which features one Delta 1 cabin of 29 suites. Each seat offers direct aisle access and measures to be 22.5 inches. Each seat features touches of sconce lighting and memory foam padding with a triangular pattern and allusion to the Delta logo. The level of privacy is very high indeed. The overhead bins in Delta 1 on the NEO are somewhat spacious, but certainly not as big as those on the 767-400. Before even sitting in my seat, pre-departure beverages were offered and I opted for a cup of orange juice. Upon boarding, each Delta 1 suite is stocked with a pair of Delta branded slippers, a bottle of water, a stunning Missoni amenity kit, the Cozizi Delta 1 bedding, and a pair of Delta Studio branded headphones. The in-flight literature is provided in the side pocket and includes the safety card, as well as an air sickness bag. In addition, a menu card branded with the Delta 1 logo and labeling was provided at each seat upon boarding. There's a pretty extensive selection of entrees to choose from, however, only a limited choice of appetizers was on offer. The menu was written in both English and French. A few hours after the dinner service prior to landing in Paris, a light breakfast would be served. The menu also highlights the extensive selection of wine and beverages available on the flight. The wine list includes red wines, white wines, and a selection of champagne. In addition, there's a selection of beer and premium alcoholic beverages, as well as soft drinks and Starbucks coffee. Let's go for a comprehensive tour of our Delta 1 suite, starting with the touchscreen IFE as traditional in our videos. Above each seat is a reading light and flight attendant call button, but sadly no individual air vent. To the side of our suite is the coat hook, which pops out as shown. Beneath the IFE screen is the ottoman, which also serves as the leg rest. You can rest your legs here while sleeping. At the side of the suite opposite of the coat hook is the armrest. You'll also find the preset of seat controls and suite lighting fixed into the main seat console, as well as the IFE remote and a small vanity mirror. The tray table pops out from the side of the suite, and while it looks like a pretty weird shape, it's actually quite sturdy. There's a second set of seat controls where you can adjust specific parts of the seat, as well as the charging outlets and headphone jack. There's an adjustable lamp, as well as some storage space for any personal items. There's also a flat surface which serves as the side table of the suite. Now that we've had an in-depth look of our Delta One suite on the Neo, let's have an in-depth look at the Missoni amenity kit. Its contents are quite similar to those in the former Someone Somewhere Delta One amenity kits, except for the addition of Delta branded socks. There's a bamboo toothbrush with mint toothpaste, as well as some Grown Alchemist skincare products. I'm a huge fan of the Grown Alchemist skincare products because you really keep this stuff with you when you get a premium brand that you absolutely enjoy. I was also happy to find an eye mask and a Delta branded pen.
Welcome aboard, and thank you for choosing Delta.
The health and safety of our customers and crew is our #1 priority, and the shared responsibility of everyone on board.
So before we depart, please pay attention to this important message.
To release, lift the top of the buckle. If your seat has a shoulder harness, attach the metal tip to the fitting on the belt. To release, push the metal tip down. In the event of an evacuation, leave all bags behind. Carrying baggage will slow the evacuation.
All exits are clearly marked with a green exit symbol.
We pushed back from JFK on time to ensure for a steady departure. Delta truly has one of the best in-flight entertainment systems out of any airline I've flown. It offers a pretty extensive selection of movies and TV shows with numerous genres to choose from. In addition, you can also enjoy a variety of new releases as well as view the in-flight map. There are dedicated slots for kids' entertainment and information about Delta Airlines. Something very cool about this in-flight entertainment system is that you can view details about the specific aircraft type you're flying. The seatbelt sign was shortly turned off, and I decided to stretch my legs with a walk through the cabin. Premium Select, which is Delta's premium economy on wide-body aircraft, is arranged in a 232 configuration, while Economy Class or Main Cabin, as well as Comfort Plus, is arranged in a 242 configuration. Now, let's have a look around the Delta One Business Class lavatory, which is quite spacious and well-stocked. There's a fair amount of counter space, as well as plenty of room for your legs and knees to stretch out. In addition, it's happy to find premium Grown Alchemist skincare products, which are very fragrant. The toilet seat is of a generous size, and the baby changing table is quite spacious as well. The lights were then turned on for the meal service. I'm personally a huge fan of Delta's neon purple mood lighting. Service commenced as flight attendants went through the business class cabin to offer hot towels. Then I was offered a beverage of choice and some warm nuts. I opted for a still water. My entree was then presented right in front of me on a single tray, alongside a smoked salmon appetizer, a fresh salad, and a mushroom soup with some croutons. In addition, you're also provided with a bread roll. The condiments include banner butter, olive oil vinaigrette, and salt and pepper. I'm a huge fan of the salt and pepper shaker. On one side it's the fan blade of an engine, and the other it's the Delta logo. I love it. The pachacherry pasta, which I had as my entree, tasted a lot better than it actually looked. It was quite flavorful thanks to the kick of mozzarella and roasted tomato sauce. Normally, meals on airplanes, even the appetizer sometimes, can be a little heavy. However, this mushroom soup is a perfect example of something that's not overly heavy. It's light, It's refreshing, definitely the perfect amount of spice and flavor. Of course, I wrapped up the meal with Delta's signature Delta One ice cream sundae. It includes a good portion of vanilla ice cream, along with Morello cherry compote, chocolate fudge sauce, cookie crumble, and whipped cream. I paired the dessert along with a peppermint tea. Mid-flight, flight attendants set up a snack basket in the galley where you can go and grab a variety of packaged snacks or come and stretch your legs. The bedding provided in Delta One business class is made of recyclable materials. It includes a plush pillow and a thick blanket. With utmost privacy and the door fully closed, you truly have your own private cocoon. The bed is fully lie flat and offers plenty of room for your legs and knees to stretch out, as well as a great deal of width for your arms. If I had to choose between the bed and Delta One on the A330neo or 767-400, I'd pick the Neo every time. Well guys, I just woke up feeling nice and refreshed. I had a pretty good sleep. And yeah, before you know it, the cabin mood lighting's already been turned on, breakfast is being served. I opted for the Greek yogurt and chia pudding with sour cherries, dried apricot, and goji berries. It was served alongside a fresh fruit bowl and some marmalade. However, the real highlight for me was the croissant.
So, once we land, we'll update you with the proper gate information. Latest weather in Paris, cloudy skies, about 6 degrees Celsius. It was a pleasure having you on board today and hope to see you again soon on another Delta flight.
It's truly been an enjoyable flight with Delta Airlines and their Delta One suite on the A330-900NEO. I guess it's fair for me to say that this is the best flight with Delta Airlines I've ever had, and according to many, these are the best seats in the entire Delta Airlines fleet. Booking a one-way flight in Delta One suite from JFK to CDG starts at $2,908 per person, and prices can climb further. Another option is to book Delta One using your points and miles. Delta charges about more than 70,000 plus Sky Miles for a Delta One ticket from New York to Paris. Amex points transfer to Delta Sky Miles at a 1-to-1 ratio. However, it's better to transfer your points to Virgin Atlantic Flying Club if you want to use your points. Another benefit of transferring points to Virgin Atlantic Flying Club is that there are more credit card points to transfer over there. Virgin charges about 50,000 Flying Club points, which is less than what Delta does for the same redemption. Note that you'll have to pay high taxes and fees in addition to the points, however. However, if you're getting a great value through a Delta partner program such as Virgin Atlantic Flying Club or Air France KLM Flying Blue, then it totally makes sense to book a seat on this bird. The ground experience at JFK easily earns 5 stars. That Delta One lounge alone is fantastic, with plenty of luxurious amenities, as well as incredible food options and loads of comfortable seating. On board, the cabin and seats are very impressive. The seats feel very bright, breathable, and are quite comfortable to sit in and sleep in as well. Of course, the crown jewel of the Delta One suite on the Neo is certainly the sliding door. Therefore, this seat earns 5 out of possible 5 stars. There's also loads of storage, and the IFE system is incredible. Delta's IFE system offers an incredible selection of movies and TV shows, so you won't be bored on your next long-haul Delta flight. The food in Delta One was quite impressive. However, I felt that it could have been a bit more elevated if they served the courses individually and kept them spread out. Nonetheless, I still appreciate the food in Delta One. However, I've had better food in Delta One business class on my flight last year from Paris to New York aboard the 767-400. Now, let's talk amenities. Delta offers complimentary Wi-Fi, as well as a well-stocked Missoni amenity kit and comfortable slippers. The amenity kit is well stocked, and I was really happy to find slippers and plush bedding. They truly made the flight feel a lot more comfortable and relaxing. And to top it all off, the service. The crew on this flight were very friendly, however, I felt that they could have been a bit more engaging. I've certainly encountered a better crew with Delta Airlines, however, the flight attendants on this flight were still quite great. Based on the brief interactions I've had with them on this flight, they seemed pretty friendly, professional, and courteous. Overall, I'd certainly fly with the Delta One again, and if you're flying from a hub like New York, Boston, or LAX, it's certainly a great thing to do as you'll be able to enjoy the Delta One lounge before your flight. As we descended into Paris, we enjoyed a pretty stunning sunrise, as well as some fantastic views of the city's outskirts. And before we knew it, it was wheels down at Charles de Gaulle.
Nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue à Paris. Il est 8h38 du matin. Nous vous demandons de bien vouloir rester assis avec votre ceinture de sécurité attachée, vos bagages à main rangés jusqu'à l'arrêt complet de l'appareil et l'extraction comme s'il vous plaît.
Well, guys, we made it to Paris Charles de Gaulle after a nice 6.5-hour flight in the Delta One Experience Business Class. I'd certainly fly that again when flying transatlantic. Definitely really impressed overall for the most part. Certainly the best flight I've so far had with Delta, especially considering it's their best seat on that A330-900NEO. With that said, I hope all of you guys enjoy the trip report, and there will be lots of content coming from this European trip. With that said, bye guys, and I hope all of you enjoyed the video.